How much are you paid per ad? Your relationship was goals like soulmates. What happened? Do I see myself remarrying again? What? Is this actually for real? Okay, so one thing I'm not going to do on this big internet is, are you enjoying single life? Genuine advice for women going through a divorce. How are you finding being a single parent? Do family judge you? Well, hello, it has been a while since I've last done a sit down Q&A, chit chat, life update, just a little heart to heart with you all. You know, I love the vlogs, but sometimes I like to have a little break from them and just sit down in front of the camera and chat to you all. So I asked you all to ask me questions. I always ask you to ask me on Instagram, so follow me on there if you don't follow me already. And I did one of those anonymous things. And people love those because they go wild. They ask me anything, and I sort of like those ones because you can just ask me anything you want. There are so many. I have a lot of questions to get through. Unfortunately, I can't answer all of them, but I'm going to do as much as I can today. This is a good one to start with. 3 things that you wish you never had to do again for the rest of your life. Really good question. Okay, I'd have to go with laundry, working, and probably cooking, because as much as I enjoy eating, I don't actually enjoy the process of getting the food ready. I just want it to be ready. That's why I order so much. So if it was just instantly ready there for me and I never had to do it again and it would just be there for me, I'm gonna throw that question right back at you guys. So please answer in the comments below. Your relationship was goals like soulmates. What happened? Okay, so one thing that I never understand when people ask these questions is, how do you know? Like, genuinely, I'm not even trying to be shady or anything, but how do you know what someone's relationship is like other than what they choose to show you? I feel like we live in an age right now where we think whatever we see on social media is the truth. And unfortunately, it's far from that. And you can have a good relationship, but no relationship will ever be perfect, ever. So if you ever go into a relationship thinking that it's going to be perfect, you will be very much humbled. So yeah, no such thing as perfection. How are you finding being a single parent? Do family judge you? Good question, and actually I have no idea because I couldn't care less. So if people do judge me, they probably do, I'm not gonna lie, they probably do talk about me because, you know, when something big happens in a family circle, people will talk about it. People will have their own opinions on it. I don't know if they actually talk about me. I don't know. But if they do, I have no idea. And alhamdulillah, I took myself far away from family and like toxicity and people that don't want good for you. And those are the people that don't speak to me anyway, and I don't speak to them, and we have no relationship apart from like family ties. Does that make sense? So it's really none of my business or what they think about my divorce. I read this quote, I'll put it on the screen somewhere, that other people's opinions are none of my business. What other people think of me is none of my business. Honestly, if you implement this into your life, think that way, you have such a peaceful life. All that matters is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala thinks about me and what I think about me and what my beautiful kids think of me, and they think I'm amazing. Okay, so many questions touching on the subject of moving, buying a house, because you guys know I've been wanting to buy a house for the longest time now, and I've been saving towards that, and it's going really well, alhamdulillah. So keep me in your prayers that it carries on going that way. But I have no clue if I'm going to be moving, when I'm going to be moving, and how that's all going to go about. But of course, when I do, you guys will be seeing the moving vlogs. Guys, I'm not a big planner and I like to take each day as it comes, but there are some things that you need to plan for and set things in motion to help your future self out. And we all have that one thing that we need help managing, and for me it is money. Managing your money well and being able to purchase a house goes hand in hand. You cannot have one without the other, and a tool that I've been using to help me do that is Lockbox. So if you guys have never heard of Lockbox before, it's a super handy service designed to help you save money, improve your credit score, and manage your finances better. And for me, who's been saving to buy a house for so long now, having a good credit score is so important. And honestly, Lockbox has been a game changer for me on this journey. And one of the features that I found really useful is Lockbox Rent. It reports my monthly rent payments directly to Experian, which in turn helps me build a better credit history. And honestly, you guys, renting in London is so expensive at the moment, and seeing as it's getting paid regardless, I might as well be using this tool to know that my payments are working towards my future home purchase. Another favorite feature of mine is Lockbox Grow, which allows you to grow your credit score with an interest-free credit account. How amazing is that? No charges, no hard credit checks, hassle-free. It's like having a credit boost without the usual hassle. And for me, with a clear plan of buying a house soon, very soon, having a solid credit history is so important, and Lockbox Grow makes that so much easier. And the best part is that Lockbox membership starts at just £2.50 a week, and you get access to all of these amazing tools. So if you're in a similar journey to me, or you just want to get your finances in a better shape, so that in the future, if you do decide to buy a home or buy a car, whatever it is that you're interested in getting, and you want to have a good credit history and you want to build on that, start now. Definitely check the link in the description box below and get started. So many compliments and so many du'as and well wishes. It's honestly astounding to me how people have the chance to do something anonymously, like send you a message anonymously, and they're just sending you so much love. Honestly, all of you guys that have sent me well wishes, just amazing, beautiful, heartwarming messages, you're all in my dua, and may Allah grant you whatever your heart desires, because that is truly beautiful. I like how you make your daughter's hair. What products do I use? I use just water. I spray her hair with water. She has naturally curly hair, so the curls just appear, and you can use any leave-in conditioner. Nothing special. Do you still have a relationship with your ex-in-laws? This is something that I always fear about. Should I walk away one day from my spouse? I will be so honest, no, I don't have a relationship with them at all, and I don't think that it's anything to do with them. It's probably more so on my part. If I wanted to have a relationship with them, it's fine. Like, they're amazing people. I guess, I don't know what's stopping me. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I think I need to make more of an effort with getting in touch better, but this probably only applies to his parents because they're amazing. I love them. If you want to hear that, oh no, we're beefing, we're not. I hope you find a good person to spend the rest of your life with, inshallah. I've been watching for a long time. Oh, that's so cute. Honestly, I want to be the best person to spend the rest of my life with, like within myself. I feel like sometimes we put so much focus and we center men into our lives, so much so that we forget that no, you need to improve yourself first, because if you don't love yourself, how can anyone else love you? So you need to work on yourself, and that could take you however long it takes you. It could take you a year, 2, 3. I'm decentering men. That's what I'm doing, and life is beautiful. Honestly, life here is amazing, and inshallah I will find an amazing person one day to spend the rest of my life with, but for now, that's not part of my thought process. Hi, could you link your treadmill please? Thanks. Yes, I will link it below. I'm looking at it right now. Now that it's winter, guys, it is not safe to go out walking till late at night. It gets dark very quickly. By 5 p.m. it is dark, so I don't recommend that you go out walking. You know, especially the winter months coming ahead, I definitely recommend you get the treadmill. It is literally £120, I think, and I think I've made my money's worth from that. I use it a lot. If it's raining, for example, right now it's raining, I went on it this morning for about 20 minutes, and yeah, I think it's well worth the money. There are some that are a lot more expensive. This goes under your sofa. If you are thinking about the little treadmill, get it. How do you cope with housework and silly things like being the only one to kill spiders? I hate them. And my other half doesn't like to kill them. Oh, so just wondering if they bother you or not, and when did you learn to drive? That's such a funny question. Okay, I used to hate spiders with everything in me. I've learned to love them and coexist with them and just close my eyes every time I see them, so it doesn't bother me much. And when did I learn to drive? When I was 19. Do you see yourself living in the UK forever? No, I see myself living somewhere else for a year, just so that when I'm 60 years old and I'm sitting there, I don't think, what if, you know? So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that, inshallah. Keep an eye out, watch this space. Genuine advice for women going through a divorce, advice on raising boys without their father. Oh, I can't give you any advice on raising kids without their father, because my kids, not to sound like braggy at all, because I can't advise you on something that I'm not going through myself or I don't know about. So my kid's father is very much present in their lives, and you know, they have a very good relationship, and he's an amazing dad. I'm not someone that likes to give advice to people when they have no clue what they're on about. So whenever unmarried people like to give marriage advice, that's not me, babe, that's not me, I can't do it. But advice on going through a divorce with kids, genuinely I'd say take each day as it comes, take each hour as it comes. In fact, do not try to think too far ahead, because that's when, you know, your mind races to very dark places. I would say the best thing for me is taking an hour by hour, so that my mind doesn't go to a dark place. And think positively, focus on your prayers. Oh my God, prayers, just pray, okay? When you're praying, you have a routine to your day, and when you have a routine to your day, everything just goes smoothly. Try to just get things on your diary, have things to do constantly to occupy your mind. And I know that at the end of the day, your mind does wander because, you know, you have nothing to do, the kids are asleep. That's fine. Everything's a process. Feel all the feels. I'd say cry if you need to cry, let it all out, feel everything, because one day you will wake up and everything will be fine and you'll be happy again. How much are you paid per ad? Oh, that's a good question, and a very cheeky one, isn't it? Because you won't go around asking people how much they're earning in their salary, are you? No. But no, in all transparency, it depends on you. It depends on a lot of different things. It won't be the same one person to another. Everyone will have different payments for different campaigns. No, I'm not going to tell you guys that. That's too personal. How did your children deal with the breakup of your marriage? Okay, so one thing I'm not going to do on this big internet is discuss how my kids feel, how they were feeling, like things that are private to them. So I will choose to share my thoughts, my opinions, and what I want to share with you. The camera looks like it's moved. It's because it has. I had to go and charge it up because it died. I think I've said this before, but in case you're new here, I don't talk about what my kids feel or their opinions or anything like that. Those are their private feelings that they're entitled to have privately. They do not need me to share it out into the internet. You guys can ask me questions and I choose what to share, what not to share, and it's unfair of me, I think, if I was to tell you guys their personal feelings, you know? It doesn't help you to know how my kids reacted. It really doesn't. It does nothing. It changes nothing. And I just think the information is useless, you know? It's like me asking you how your kids reacted. Like, what would that benefit me? Absolutely nothing. Are you planning to remarry if you have a proposal? Ooh, no. Definitely not. I'm happy as I am, alhamdulillah, you know? I feel like people find it so hard to believe that a woman will not want to be with a man. So hard to believe. Are you planning to remarry if you have a proposal? It depends who's asking. Who is it? It really depends. But genuinely speaking and honestly, like, no, absolutely not. Would you remarry again? Do you know what? Reading that again, I don't want to pay my bills for the rest of my life. I don't want to work for the rest of my life. I just don't. It's just not the lifestyle I foresee for myself. So all things into consideration now, I changed my mind. Yeah, I changed my mind. Do I see myself remarrying again? 1000% yes. Why don't you move back to Manchester where you have family support and less rent to pay, essentially? That's none of your business. I'm joking. The reason why I'm not moving, there's a lot of reasons, honestly, and I may be moving, who knows? Just watch this space, watch this space. But there are so many reasons, like 5 I can think off the top of my head. All of them revolve around my kids. Yeah, I can make my life easier, cut down my expenses by half if I didn't live in London, but I will do anything and everything for the sake of my kids, and they are number one to me and they always will be. Are you enjoying single life? Yeah, some days I'm like, you know what, I don't want to take my bin out myself, but you know what, I have amazing neighbours. They take the bin out for me and I roll it back in for them because I always forget. So yeah, but when I take my bin out myself, I remember how single I am, and I'm just like, oh, I don't miss it. Hi, I'm involved with a married man. I want to end it, but he won't let go. I blocked him, but knows where I live. I can't call the police. I know his wife. What? Is this actually for real? Because if that's the case, I would definitely contact the popo. What do you mean? And oh my god, you guys are more interested in my love life than I am myself. Is there something in the air? Like, is there something that you guys know? Do you worry about being lonely once the children are older? Honestly, no, I don't think that far ahead. I told you guys I like to think 1 hour at a time, let alone 1 day at a time, so that I don't go crazy. So thinking that far ahead would drive me nuts, and I've never actually given that much thought at all. Who knows where we'll be when the kids are older? Who knows? Am I going to be here? I don't know. Hardest thing about being a single parent, I think that has to be no one to share the load with, like homework, school pickups, school drop-offs, making all the big decisions, just everything. Everything's hard, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway guys, my battery's gonna die. This is all that I had time for. I need to go pick up the kids from school. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to check out the link I'll leave in the description box below to check out Lockbox, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, bye.